When a person who is broken on the inside is healed, he will still be small. What I'm trying to tell you is that a person can be on wheelchair for 20 years and everybody sees the person and conclude that this person is broke because he's on wheelchair. And 10 years after raising from wheelchair, he's still small because now the wheelchair is in the mind. So I saw a story a while back. There's this guy that they were using to test the integrity of prisons. So when they create or develop a new prison or build a new prison, they will bring him there to test the integrity. So he's to break the jail and escape. And he had escaped from every prison they have ever put him. And finally, there was this time they invited him to break this particular one. And the guy did everything. He tried checking the routine of the warders, check when they do this, when they go on shift, try to observe everything. And he was not getting any clue. And he was there longer than he had stayed in any prison. And one time he was broken. Okay, don't forget what I say being broken means. He gave up. He could no longer see himself outside that thing. And he was crying. And he fell against the door of the prison. And when he fell against that door, the door opened. And it occurred to him, the real key that kept him was not bars of iron. It was in his mind. And when the devil gets people there, the Bible said what they need is what? Healing. Because affliction of the past can traumatize a man and take away the possibility of thinking anything better can come out. This year is a serious year. Okay? And you know that you will have to be healed to enter into your promised land. You have to. Because there are things you can't conceive, not because anybody is holding whip, but because life has shown you before. It's not yours. It's time to rethink. It's time to rediscover. I might have suffered, but that's not who I am. I said suffering tries to give you a new identity. Tries to change your perspective. I've said I'm not going to talk in this direction again, but God help me. I have to. Just like Nigerians. We are used to it. If it's just 4 years, let's let them. 4 years like that. He had to put you. Much suffering. We have acclimatized. When an average Nigerian gets to America, he sees men like trees. He's inferior. Meanwhile, the only difference is melanin. That's why I told you. It was the injured mind of Joseph that was making him beg that guy, when you come out, bring me out. At least let me get a job as a butler. Level 1. But the original design is that you are coming out to be the prime minister that same day. It is not going to be by favor, it will be by competence. Sometimes this aggression after favor can be a product of a fractured mind. Just help me, just do anything for me, just bring me out of this situation. About something like, just marry me so I can live singleness. Like, do me a favor. Let people even call me a Mrs. Ask your neighbor, do you know who you are? Turn to another neighbor. Hold on. Let me say this. Even if you are in the lowest point of your life, and God has raised people to do you a favor, never feel worthless because they are doing you a favor. Listen, the moment people know that you feel privileged to be around them, they will manipulate you. They will. Never give that privilege to anybody. When you meet the class of people you have dreamt to meet all your life, always greet them with your shoulders high. Pleased to meet you. So good to see you. You are not pretending. You are simply not seeing men as trees. One of the signs that you are seeing men as trees is over admiration. Ah! You that have been seeing inside telly. Tell your neighbor, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! When God lifts you and you feel too privileged, people will call it luck. They will believe there's no hard work that brought you there. And that level will push you out. Is that okay now? Very important. Tell your neighbor again, wake up. So I refuse to see men as trees. How will Jesus open your eyes and you are not seeing well? Are you saying Jesus is not anointed? Somebody comes to propose to you, don't see him as tree. Look into his eyes. Sometimes staring at people in their eyes will separate fools from the wise. I'm just shy. I'm just shy. I don't know why I can't look at you. I'm just shy. I'm just, my body is doing me one kind. Sure. I handle you. I can't look at you. Shut up. Look at him. A boy was asking a girl out, say, you are the most beautiful girl I've seen. The girl said, my dad told me that this morning. How about that? It was in my presence. We were in part 1 or part 2. I can't forget this one. We hanged around as the friend. But when you discover that your friend is now behaving like a fool, you leave him. He was talking to that girl, Lucy. He was just giving his bars. So you are this, I like you, I like that. I told the girl, I like you. The girl, I've never seen it in my life. Some girls are wicked. She placed her hands on his shoulder and said, Sam, go and think about it again. And you know what he said? The reason why we left him was because he said, okay,